Exoplanetary, the adventures of the spacefaring Wolverton family far in the future. Tonight's episode, Personality Crisis.
That must be him.
But, are you meaning that you had this idea weeks ago and... Oh, I just don't understand it.
And don't just tell us it's a miracle.
No, he's just a time traveler. He went back several weeks ago to bring her here now, when we need her.
He what now?
Hang on one damn minute. I'm the only time traveler here.
Evidently not. He's running over here with Dorothy.
Nice ship.
Hey, thanks.
It's you!
I'm not sure
We met in the 1960s. You were posing as a bartender.
I'm afraid I don't.
You gave me a message. It was, when you see Dave again, make sure he gets to the ship in time.
Okay, well, I'm Dave.
I've been wondering what that meant.
It just means that we haven't met yet. Don't worry, I'll probably know what it means by the time I have to say it. In the meantime, forgive me if I try not to remember it. You know how it goes.
I do. I'm pleased to have someone to talk shop with. So, do you use my device, or do you have your own means?
My own. Here, let me show you.
Oh,
I want to see this too.
I've hooked my headband to the ship's computer. It's been recording my memories for this entire trip.
Dorothy, it's me, Alice's traveler.
Hello.
I can't tell you how pleased I am. I can't talk. I can't tell you how pleased I am and how odd it is to see you.
I am so pleased to see you. I have something to share with you, about your donor, and about your donor and me.
That's amazing. Time travel as an evolutionary change.
we don't know that.
I have some theories about that, but that's for some other time.
Right. Angry Hand and Sky. Stay focused. Ben.
Lucy and I will analyze Alice's programming, try to come up with a reboot command.
Try not to actually reboot me. I'm the one who built this body, so I'm the one who knows where I end and the traveler begins.
Of course.
And Ben, now that everyone's out of earshot, I want you to promise me something.
Anything. You know that, Alice.
It's funny. You're talking to me like I'm your real sister.
I can probably relate to you better than the real Alice in some ways.
The real Alice is gone, Ben. Dorothy just told me.
What?
She's dead, Ben. So that makes me the real Alice now. And I want you to promise me to remember what you learn about this rebooting.
I don't think...
What I've learned in my years away. It doesn't take much for things to go bad. I feel like I've already lost sight of both the big picture and the little details.
Well, you no longer have the same day-to-day concerns of humans. You already cast aside the flesh. Now you're just you.
Right. And you knew the real Alice. I'm the last person who should be immortal. I want you to promise to reboot me if I ever go too far.
That's too much responsibility,
You're
Alice.
the only one I can trust with this, Ben. You're the only one who knows Alice and who knows what to do.
I'm not as good as Calvert.
You're not as skilled as Calvert, maybe. But you have compassion that he doesn't. And that's why I trust you with that decision.
Now, do you both understand the strategy?
I do. It's pretty straightforward.
I was hoping you would think it was complicated and ingenious.
He's talking about his part. I'm the one who has to get outside of the spaceship and send the message.
Right. Well, I need to finish off the transmitter and see how the others are getting along. That giant hand in the sky seems to be forming a fist. Not a good sign.
Are you ready for this, Catherine?
Oh, getting a ship prepped for flight is... You called me Catherine.
Yeah, I thought about it, and the Wolvertons accept Alice as traveler like she's Alice. I should just accept you as Catherine.
I don't really have any memory of being Catherine, but...
But
What you've told me has stirred something that I don't understand. Something I want to find out about.
Then you will, Catherine. You'll find your way there.
Well, the Wolvertons have another plan that puts you all out of a job. Or does it? I was born on this planet, but I'm a stranger to this world of yours. Unspoiled, renewed, abundant. With human beings so teeming with energy and life as to be like gods compared to the people of my own time. Together, you are going to invade another planet. And knowing what I know of these worlds, knowing what I know of the threat facing us, I believe that you would have won. But my dears, there's another enemy. A larger enemy on its way once we tame this Empress. Do you know the name of this enemy? I will tell you. The name of this enemy is Exoplanetary. They want to own every planet and moon and asteroid in our solar system. They want to expand their empire to every star in the sky. They want this world. Did you hear me? They want to rule this world, your home, to take you on as slaves. Every man, every woman, every android. What do you say to this, my friends? Together, we can hold them back. Together, we can build this world into a home for generations. We can build humanity into something better than what our cousins who left this world have built for themselves. They are jealous of what we have. The people of my time, we also knew how to fix this. But we never had the courage to face our oppressors. Together, we can keep our world for ourselves. Together, we can keep Exoplanetary at bay. And together, we can bring these would-be conquerors to their knees. I will help you, my people. I will be your general in this war. From this point on, the Earth is free!
I'm scared, Dave.
Don't get all HAL 9000 on me now, Catherine.
No, just the idea of trying to have a life of my own. It's against my programming. I'm supposed to be of service.
So we're ordinary humans. We'll just find new ways to do it. The entire universe is open.
Dave? Dave! Brother Dustin, what are you doing?
Override. Wolverton, Beta 4, 3 star, 78.
Brother Dustin, what are you doing here?
Done to me.
There it goes. We're going to get out of this. They're almost clear from the atmosphere.
Bring them back! Bring them back!
Dave, what are you doing here?
You're supposed to be on the ship with Mother Invention.
I was, but someone hit me from behind. I came to, lying on the ground, with the ship already in the sky.
Someone hit you? But who?
The only people who could have overridden Mother Invention were me and... Oh, no.
Him? But without Dave on board, this is a suicide mission.
Where are we?
Don't worry, Mother Invention. I've got this.
Brother Dustin, where's Dave?
There's no reason for anyone to be risking their lives. Calvert, Ben, and Alice all had something to contribute. This is just me doing my part.
Brother Dustin, you idiot.
Mother Invention.
In all of the time we have been working together, I have been patient with you. You're human, and there's no reason to expect you to be anything more. But you never listen to me, and you never trust me to be able to handle something on my own. When have you ever taken it for granted that the woman with the laser arsenal and computer brain might be able to handle things? Never!
What do you mean?
The reason Dave was on board was to get me out of harm's way once the transmission was done, to prevent me from being stranded or destroyed. He has powers that would allow him to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? We had a plan!
We're getting closer to that giant hand.
You're a fool, Brother Dustin. I'm sorry I was ever assigned to you.
They're getting into the zone. What happens next?
Mother Invention departs the ship and uses the transmitters Calvert set up to send Dorothy's memories, followed by the reset command.
After which, we have no idea what happens.
I've been a fool, Mother Invention. I've been foolish through this entire misadventure, but always for what I believed to be the right reasons.
You have no idea what you've cost me. Dave shared something with me, a horrible and troubling secret. All exo-androids were once humans. I was a human once, Brother Dustin. I will never be able to learn what that means. What it meant to be human. I will never have that for myself. I'm going to the airlock. Keep the communication channels open.
I just wanted to be useful for a change. Do you hear me, Mother Invention? It was always important for me to be useful. I had no idea I was putting us in danger. Please forgive me. I was only trying to do what was right.
I forgive you, Brother Dustin, but I cannot save us. It's so quiet, so peaceful out here. I can't hear you. I used to be able to hear everything. I can't even hear the noise I'm making. The hand is enormous. I can see buildings, entire cities on the palm. It truly is a piece of their world.
It truly is. It's a piece of this world. A piece of me.
Dorothy? No. The Empress. How can I hear you?
I'm transmitting directly into your brain. Your Mother Invention, Unit 793 Zeta Alpha. They're sending an android nun after me, trying to appeal to my better nature.
Not at all.
I'm much stronger than you, tiny android. I'm the size of a planet. I am a planet.
You dwarf me, it's true.
I can reach into your mind as well. I can find out what you're planning.
You can only see what I want to show you. I have control over my mind.
No. I have the ability to open every door in your mind, Mother Invention. Your secrets will be known to me in time. Ow! If you resist, I will make you feel all the pains I have. I was alone for so long, Mother Invention. For so long.
I have 2 words for you, Empress.
Yes.
Surrender, Dorothy! The sound you think you are hearing isn't a sound at all. It's information being uploaded into your mind. The real Dorothy and what she's been up to while you went mad.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Now comes the dangerous part. An irresistible override command. You have no choice but to shut down, even if it breaks your teleportation link. Goodbye, Empress. And goodbye, Dave.
Welcome back.
It's a mess over there. It's pretty bad.
What's going on over there?
Planet Vixen has returned to her normal shape, minus one of her smaller continents. Many very disoriented arachnidians. And Dorothy's traveler is still in control. She's just different.
Different? How so?
She's regressed. We could speak to her from the ruins of the palace, but she seemed childish, but too intelligent to be a child. Wise and foolish all at once. She doesn't show her face. She doesn't take human form in any way now. She told me that she forgot how to be me. I'm trying not to take that too personally.
Well, what about Planet Dancer?
The war is still raging. The Empress's invasion force is cut off from Planet Vixen, but they don't know that there's no more Empress to fight for. And Dustin and Mother Invention?
Well, we found the debris from their ship, but no sign of either of them.
Oh, so you've lost Dustin and Alice now.
Well, that's nonsense. You're Alice. Her body might be gone, but you're a continuation of who she was.
I feel the same way. You're my big sister, and that's never been truer. You haven't been this much taller than me in quite a while.
It's good to see you both. I never really thought I would again. At least, not as a traveler.
It's good that we're all together again. Except for Dustin.
Poor Dusty.
It's strange.
What?
It doesn't really feel like he's gone.
Maybe you're programming, or...
No, I feel the same way. There is something that feels very undone about Dustin.
Well, he couldn't have survived.
I suppose not.
I don't know what's appropriate. Should we put up a stone?
What would it say?
Dustin Wolverton, devout scholar, brother to 3, now brother to all.
Oh, I like that. And we could add, now my brother lays upon the rocks. He could be dead, he could be not. He could be you. He's chameleon, comedian, Corinthian, and caricature.
What's that from?
David Bowie.
Oh.
He loved Bowie.
Yeah.
Well, you put whatever you want on the stone. I was never good with words.
We should find a nice place for it. Maybe in the... Hold on. Where did Dorothy go?
I think she went off into the woods. How is she handling the...
We were so busy that we didn't really have a chance to talk on Planet Vixen.
Maybe you should go talk to her now.
I don't think that it's wise. I'm not sure that I can.
We've been through enough. We nearly started a war.
And we were fortunate enough to stop it in time.
Barely. Just barely.
What do we do from here?
For all of the tumult of the last few days, I have to say, I really like being on the Earth.
It's so clean and beautiful. Nothing like the stories. No radiation, no toxic air.
I know. I was thinking of staying, too.
Staying? Is that a good idea?
Well, we're all already here. And I dare you to find anywhere in the universe more habitable for human beings.
We're glad to hear you feel that way, Calvert.
Edgar?
Me too. We're a double act, after all.
This is a pretty exotic location for an exoplanetary board meeting. What brings the two of you here?
We're just looking after our recent acquisition, the Earth.
You can't own the entire Earth.
Can and do, friend Ben.
That's ridiculous.
Well, It may seem ridiculous to an outsider, but the supercorporations have enjoyed an unspoken agreement for a number of years now.
Around the time that the last of the dwarf planets were charted and colonized. If any new planets or satellites were to be discovered,
or abandoned,
that it would be finders keepers for the corporation willing to establish and maintain a presence on said world.
As far as the rest of the solar system is concerned, the Earth was abandoned as a scorched ruin several centuries ago.
So nobody's going to mind if we take it.
Don't worry. It will be a while before we start selling it off. Until then, it's strictly between us. Shh.
You're going to sell the Earth?
Not all of it at once.
Nobody could afford that.
But you will all notice how nice and unspoiled the Earth is, now that the human population is so much smaller.
Not to mention no longer industrialized.
Our plan is to build and sell homes here for some of our more affluent friends.
Or refurbish older homes.
You're going to refurbish the entire planet Earth?
We prefer to think of it as gentrification. It's still a rough neighborhood, just ripe to reclaim and beautify.
What about the people who are already here? All of these superhuman mutants.
Not to mention the androids I've brought here.
We're going to put them to work.
Oh, yes, they're perfect.
Part of living on Earth will be getting away from the harsh and crowded atmosphere of space. These people and androids will be our labor force.
Don't forget the spiders.
How could I forget the spiders?
What are you doing to the spiders?
They'll be working for us as well.
There's nothing that'll stop unrest quite like jobs and industry.
We expect that thousands of spiders will immigrate to the Earth and help with the building. Perhaps millions.
Mostly behind the scenes. Our focus groups find the spider people's appearance upsetting. They'll live here, providing us with the most inexpensive tier of labor, and then they'll go back home.
The exoplanets you found, Alice.
Planet Prancer? Planet Vixen?
Oh, we love those code names.
We'll probably rename the planets something a tad more commercial.
But, yes, an all-new planetary system filled with resources, labor, real estate, technology.
You name it.
And we have you to thank for that, Alice. You and the Travelers.
You claimed those worlds for Exoplanetary the moment you landed.
We have so much to thank all of you for. Alice and the Travelers for claiming and exploring these worlds. Unimaginable wealth at our fingertips.
Ben for reclaiming and rehabilitating so many unwanted androids. An amazing resource. We'll be reprogramming several and sending them to watch over the spider people.
Calvert. Oh, they were ready to fire you on Venus, boy. But you did it. You not only discovered functional, practical time travel, but you adapted it to this magnificent teleportation arch. This will revolutionize shipping and transportation as we know it. No limits, no boundaries.
And Brother Dustin, who helped us reclaim the Earth and reunited us with this amazing workforce.
Yes. Where is Brother Dustin?
And Mother Invention?
They're gone.
Gone? Where?
They were the ones who transmitted the signal to the Empress. They perished.
They perished?
Yes. There was no sign of them. Just the debris of their ship.
Oh, that's terrible.
Horrible. Truly awful.
Well, they should be here to join you in your reward.
Reward?
Yes. You didn't think that such good work would go unnoticed or unrewarded.
I mean, come on, guys. You're going to get big bonuses out of this.
Stock options.
Promotions. And you know what that comes with?
Raises. Huge damn raises. You won't believe it, you guys.
Well, thank you, I think.
And, of course, as next of kin, you'll be getting compensation for Brother Dustin.
And for Alice. We were so sorry to hear about her passing.
Why wouldn't I just get money?
Why would we pay you?
You're our property.
All of the Travelers are our property.
Wasn't that clear?
That's horrible. Do you have any idea what she's been through?
You guys do realize that this is a machine, right?
A valuable piece of machinery. Valued. All three of you Travelers.
We want to take wonderful care of you, though. Oh, you have so much more to do for us, you and the others in your class.
What do you mean others? Like Peter and Dorothy's Travelers?
Not exactly. We mean the others based on you.
You didn't think we were going to stop at one star system, did you?
The Travelers are small, inexpensive, and infinitely variable. We've sent dozens out there.
Just over 100.
And once they receive the transmitted plans for this teleportation arch, they'll be reporting back to us even faster than you did.
Any day now, really. We're expecting big things from your model, Alice. We were reading your stats earlier today, and you're phenomenal. We think you would make an ideal manager for the Travelers.
I've heard enough of this.
Pardon me?
As far as I'm concerned, this Traveler is my sister Alice. For you to exploit her in this way is completely unacceptable.
I see. Do you pay Lucy?
Or the Tots?
Or any of the other androids or AIs that you've stolen, I should add?
That's different.
Why? Because she's based on your sister?
Do you know what would happen to the economy if we started paying androids?
That's what?
But if paying this Traveler makes you guys happy, we'd certainly consider it.
Happy employees are good for business, after all.
But if you aren't happy, we'd be sad to see you go.
That's how it's going to be then, huh? Enjoy our fat wads of cash or hit the road.
We don't want you to go. We love you guys. You've made us so much money.
But there's nothing keeping you from finding work elsewhere.
That old thing again. The threat of being out of work and on our own in the world.
What does that matter to people who can travel time?
Can't fire property.
No. But we can dismantle you. And what good is time travel if you don't have the money to build it?
Wait, do you hear something?
Where did that mad woman find horses?
Ho there, Wolvertons.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
Who are these two?
My bosses. You've heard me refer to Exoplanetary.
These men are Exoplanetary.
The CEO and chairman of the board.
Is that so?
Hello, madam. Are you one of the locals?
We're looking forward to getting to know you and your customs.
Well, I could show you one now. Hold the man on the right.
Wait, what are you doing? Let me go.
On your knees, Exoplanetary.
Madam, if we could speak to you for a moment before you do something rash.
Something rash? Like this?
My brother! You beheaded my brother!
Oh my.
So, Mr. Exoplanetary, take your brother there back to whatever rock you call home, and tell everyone you meet, I am General Curtis of the First Free Armies of the Earth. This is your only warning. Anyone working for Exoplanetary who lands on my planet gets the same treatment. Earth is a corporation-free zone from this day forward, and we fight to the death to protect her.
All of the blood! What have you done?
It's called revolution, sir. As for you, Calvert, if you Wolvertons plan to stay here, I'm afraid that it's join or die. Come, warriors.
Do you think she'll be coming back?
No, but you better be gone soon before she does.
You hear that, Edgar? She's gone.
Pick me up, will you?
You're an android.
Of course we are.
You didn't think that the real CEO and chairman of the board would travel all this way just to talk to you?
Without security details? Not even a single bodyguard? Please. Of course we sent androids.
But all the blood and gore.
What's the good of an unconvincing decoy?
We're ahead of the game, you see. Get it? Oops. I feel the self-destruct protocol kicking in. We better get going.
Yeah. When the blood spatter protocol is activated, we have a few minutes before we both self-destruct.
But tell them about the ship.
Yeah. Our ship is about a click to the south. We parked by the river.
Use it to get out of here. Trust us. Our security forces are close behind, and they'll be able to take care of these revolutionaries without too much trouble.
And you too, if you join them.
Goodbye, you kids. Love your work. Sorry about the explosion.
Better run! Pardon our shrapnel!
Come on!
This has been a very strange day. What are you going to do, Ben?
Stay here as revolutionaries? Or return home as wage slaves?
You'd have wages. I'd just be a slave. What do you think we should do?
I'm out of ideas.
Turn left, turn right. Seems that everything we do turns to ashes. I just want to go see Peter.
My place is with my androids, for better or worse.
A couple of the warriors with Stacy were androids, Ben. They may not be yours anymore.
Oh, right.
Well, Calvert, you're being quiet.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
You must have some kind of plan. Yes?
Update my resume?
Not funny.
We have to do something.
What do you mean?
All of this madness in order to make those two jerks a little bit wealthier. Meanwhile, ordinary people have to struggle to find a way to live in this solar system.
You heard them, though. Doesn't have to be in this system anymore. Exoplanetary's looking to live up to its name.
I can't be part of Exo anymore. And I can't be part of violent revolution. I'm not sure where to go.
These might help.
What is this thing?
This looks like your...
My time travel device. I made these while I was preparing the teleportation arch. I needed a backup plan, and giving each of us the ability to travel through time seemed like the best option.
What do you expect us to do with these?
What do you think?
No, absolutely not.
All of us? Time traveling?
Not necessarily, but everyone else in the solar system will be using that giant teleportation arch, and others like it, to get from Sol to the back of beyond. And that will cost them zillions of credits.
But we have our own method for crossing the light years.
This seems dangerous. Inexpensive, but dangerous.
Sure.
You've been nearly killed a number of times.
Absolutely. Most pioneers don't make it to their intended destination.
You have died of dysentery.
Gross.
On the other hand, we could use it to our advantage.
You could.
Meaning going back in time and changing things.
Very dangerous. And hard to avoid if you happen to go back in time.
Well, I'm not doing that.
No?
If there was a way, I'd undo it all.
Even risking not becoming a traveler? Even knowing that you would die?
If I could stop it entirely? Make it so that Exo never bothers the spider people? I lived in a war zone for less.
Well, if you ever come across such knowledge, I'd be interested in helping.
It's not as easy as going back in time and flicking a switch, you know. You change one thing, you change the fates of millions.
You can't think of time that way. It's sturdier than you think.
The voice of experience? Right. Well, I'm not going to take it.
You have to.
Nobody deserves that power. Not me and not you.
Look, you two, I'm not asking you to take it. This isn't a belated birthday gift. I need you to take this and use it. If you need to.
If we need to?
What do you mean?
What I mean is our universe is about to get infected with Homo sapiens. Chances are the universe can take care of itself, but we've seen how careless greed can make people. So my devices are the vaccine.
Humans aren't ready to leave the solar system, and the rest of the universe isn't ready for humanity.
Even if I agreed with you, where would we begin?
Make a few little jumps. Or jump into the future and see what happens. We three are the last line of defense against humans ruining the entire cosmos. I'll see you around.
But wait!
Gone. Typical middle child. Always looking for attention.
What are we going to do with these?
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to think about it, long and hard, before I even touch that thing.
You'd actually do it? Chance undoing established history?
Oh, come on, Ben. You know as well as I do that history itself isn't necessarily what happened.
This is too much responsibility.
Is it any worse than what I asked you to do? If I went wrong the way Dorothy's traveler did, wouldn't you do the right thing and shut me down?
That's different.
Well, what about Calvert then? What if he went wrong and needed to be stopped? Wouldn't you join me and take him down?
You've both come into so much power. I never wanted that for myself. I wanted a quiet life with none of this madness.
Answer the question.
I would, if we had to.
Take the device. Use it or don't use it, but be ready.
That didn't sound like the Alice I knew.
I'm not the Alice you knew. Calvert has changed, though I'm not sure into what. And Dusty? Even he grew up in the end. Ben,
We have to grow to fit in the larger world we helped to create.
I understand.
Oh, Dusty. I keep forgetting.
He died a hero. When was a Wolverton ever a hero?
Maybe that's what we're all growing into, Ben. Maybe we're the people who change humanity, who help it grow up and into a people that can live out there.
I should find Lucy and go. Where will you go? You mentioned thinking long and hard.
There's a river over there. I'm going to find a comfortable-looking rock, sit myself there, and watch the water go by until I see stars reflected in it. And once that happens, I'm going to look upward, pick out a star, and say, I'm heading there.
Really?
Maybe. Or maybe I'll just take a nap.
See you soon, Alice.
Safe travels, Ben.
You have been listening to Exoplanetary, Personality Crisis, written by C. Christopher Hart, performed by
Stephanie Leet as Mother Invention,
C. Christopher Hart as Calvert Wolverton,
Katina Adoniadis as Stacy Curtis,
Firiel Elliott as Alice Wolverton,
Danger Marshall as Dave,
David Loftus as Ben Wolverton,
Melissa Schenter as Dorothy Greene,
Bobby Eversmann as Brother Dustin,
Khloella Brateng as Lucy,
Mick LaFlamme as Edgar,
Shawn as Grant.
produced by C. Christopher Hart,
Music provided by Jacob Jansen.
sound effects by Danger Marshall,
Special sound by John Winstead.
This play, the characters, situations, and associated intellectual property, copyright 2015 to 2018 by C. Christopher Hart, all rights reserved. Recorded in the Bigfoot Podcasting Studio, located at Ned Space in sunny Portland, Oregon.
What happened? Some sort of an alley. I'm between two skyscrapers. Where am I?
Cabbage rolls, get your cabbage rolls here!
You there. You with the street cart.
How many cabbage rolls you want, guy?
What are they?
Organic, artisanal, and delicious cabbage rolls. Only 20 credits.
I don't have any money.
Then I don't have any cabbage rolls. Cabbage rolls, get your hot cabbage rolled here!
Where am I?
You're in front of my cart, distracting my customers with your smelly clothes.
Oh, is that me? I thought it was cabbage rolls.
Look, mister, I don't know what your story is or why you want to dress that way. All I know is you're scaring away people with credits. With the credits, I buy more cabbage roll ingredients, pay my rent, and feed and clothe my three noisy children. So I need the credits, so I need you to head back to whichever wastewater treatment unit you've been living in right now.
I'll go, but you need to tell me the name of this city.
You're in Olympus Mons, mister. Hey, get your cabbage!
I'm on Olympus Mons? How did I get on Olympus Mons?
Not on, in. The city by the mountain, not the mountain itself. Hot cabbage, get your cabbage rolls!
That means I'm on
Mars, yeah. Biggest city on Mars. Here, if I give you a cabbage roll, will you please clear off my pitch?
Yes, thank you. Of course.
Now what?
Don't I get a knife and fork?
It's a handheld delicacy. Now clear off!
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Get your nice hot cabbage roll!
Mars. How the hell did I get on Mars?